What's up, yo? I'm back. I know it's been a while, couple days. Got a lot going on. Um, I know my shit's freezing up right now because I'm trying to connect my Facebook. Matter of fact, let me turn off my Wi-Fi. There's a couple things I want to talk about tonight, and I'm pretty sure probably some of you guys want to talk about it too. See, that's another thing. I don't get how the live stream studio is running off that, but I'm running off Streamlabs. It's wild. Anyway, yeah, so first things first. This whole EBT thing. Bro, if you ask me, they're just trying to stir something up. They want all of you guys and everybody else. I'm not going to say me because I don't get rowdy. I play it smart. A wise man once told me you got to control your emotions. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control anything. And the world is a hard place to live in if you get emotional. I don't know why this is doing this like this. But yeah, so people are saying, yo, it's shut down. We ain't gonna get our food stamps and this and that. Bro, it's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. It's fucked up. But what are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you could do to stop these people who are in charge. And if you think Donald Trump is the only one doing this, you're dead wrong. This is more than just a president. I don't know if you know how the government works, or should I say the world government, but they're not the only ones that make the rules. And before he can sit down and make a rule, he probably even got to talk to the Pope. For those who don't know, the Pope has a big thing to do with the world and the people who run the world. Sorry, I gotta put my chair down. This thing is way high. So don't be blinded, be smart. And for everybody out there who's, struggling to understand, it it's food and you need food to live and it's getting cold outside now. Kids are in school. Um, I know it's rough, but they want to see you act out of character. They want to knock you out of your square. They want to see everybody get in a frenzy, start bugging out, so so that they can step in and take something even greater. Next will be housing. And then what are you gonna do without a house in the winter? Sorry, I just got a message here. See, I'm still getting used to this with multitasking. But yeah, they want to see everybody bug out. So don't bug out. We got to show these people that we're not as dumb as they think that we are. Like for real. So yeah, I don't know why this is taking so long, but I wanted to show you a couple things, which I don't know, you know, I'm about to just X out. Oh, if I X that out, what happens? Didn't cancel my stream, did it? No. But yeah, don't let them bring us down. And if you really want to get back and get mad and do something, the right thing to do would be to gather numbers. And I hate to sound like Dr. King back in the 60s, 50s, um, but you gotta peacefully protest until they move forward and they do something stupid. Even then, they want to knock you out your square. They want to knock us out the square. They want to see us go crazy, get guns, do all this. So the next thing they take is our homes, our guns. Um, what's it called? Martial law, where they come in and they say, you know what? The army is now in charge of everywhere and everything. And I sure as hell know you don't want these ICE looking like agents sitting out front of your house, monitoring everything that goes on in your neighborhood, and you have to be in at a certain time. It'll be like jail outside. So don't let this try to bring you down. I know it's fucked up, excuse my language, but some things we just have to deal with. And that's the sad truth. But I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie, I once had food stamps. And I did depend on them greatly. And you know, I couldn't imagine on needing it, really needing it, and not being able to have it. Now I do feel another way, but I'm not judging. I'm not saying who does this or whatnot. But I know there's people out there that take advantage. They get the food stamps, they don't even use them, and they sell them for a profit. Um, I'm older now, so I don't believe in scheming, and I don't believe in um, taking things that other people could really use and you know misusing it. There's kids out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a parent. I have a 10-year-old. I couldn't imagine doing something stupid. Um, or having somebody do something stupid and I'm watching them get the food stamps. I can't feed my kid and they're selling them to me for cash that I need the cash when I could be getting the food stamps from the government, paying my bills and still being able to get food. Instead, now I got to take my money, which I will pay for rent, mortgage, whatever it may be, and pay you for the food stamps. So in that sense, I do not agree with that, and I'm gonna be honest. And I'm not saying who does this, or I'm not trying to be, you know, the judge, the jury, and the executioner. I'm just saying my opinion. Everybody's allowed an opinion on things, and that's the beautiful thing of social media and the world we live in today. Now, why the see lately? This is why I really I pause to go live because of stuff like this right here. This is ridiculous. Um, but yeah. So please, anybody out there, I'm gonna look into the camera. I know it's rough, but trust and believe. If you do good, good will come. And if you just believe, good things are gonna happen. All that good you put out is reciprocated. You might not see it exactly the way you want it, but trust me, something good is coming your way. Just do what you think the man upstairs will want you to do. Man, I can't believe this. This shit makes me look stupid every time I come on here. Um, Another thing I want to talk about: relationships and dating. Um, yeah, somebody's just talking about my story and oh well, um, that's sad that your your baby mom passed away. It must be very hard for you mentally and emotional. I said, man, look, it was 6 years ago. Yeah, it hurts, and I do dwell on it sometimes, but I don't dwell on it. You feel me? There's no time for that, especially when you have to take care of a kid and pay bills and all that other stuff. Um, so here we go. Finally, bro. Right there, it says I'm live. Bang. Everything under the sun. Here we are. Now, I want to see my chat box. Let's see if we can watch. It'll probably echo if I turn it on. I want to see the chat box. Enable chat box. I want to be able to speak to you guys. I want to be able to get notifications and everything. I'm so tired of this thing pausing, man. This is crazy, bro. I apologize again. But if you can, find it in your big heart to pay some attention, even if you see me freezing up, um, you know, at least maybe you can learn something. Maybe you could type something in the comment box and I can learn something. You can inform me on something. Look, it's not gonna happen. I better go back. But anyway, yeah, the dating and the relationship thing. This is something that I could talk about big time. Okay. Um, you know, today is real touchy on dating and trying to meet somebody. Um, I got in a little bit of a discussion with somebody that I know, and she was telling me about somebody she met, and I was trying to give her the game. Not really the game. I was trying to tell her, she was happy. She said she wanted to take it slow with this person, and I told her, I said, "Oh yeah, for sure, definitely go for it though. Some people don't want to wait. Like I know the way I am. Like I don't want to sit there and I don't got time. Like, yeah, I want to get to know you. We could talk on the phone and this and that, but after a week of talking, I think it's probably time we sit down and do something. Like, even if it's just 20 minutes at the coffee shop or sitting down at Starbucks or whatever and having a conversation and getting to feel your presence and energy, decide if we're just going to be friends or are we actually having some emotions invested in here and some feelings? Um, but she tells me about this person, and I told her, I said, yeah, you should go for it. Like, don't like wait 2 months to try to actually date the person. I mean, talk about dating. I mean, like, ask her, like, yo, what's up? Are you just trying to be friends, or do you see yourself dating anytime soon? I'm not saying like rush, like, yo, are you with me or not? I'm saying like, do you see yourself uh dating, or do you see us just being friends? And then I told her, she tells me, yeah, I like this person. And I said, well, look, you got to be careful nowadays. Like, you know, I don't want to put this person's business out there, but let's just say they like the same sex. Okay. So I meant everything I was saying was with good intentions. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be negative. I'm the last person to be negative. So I told her, yo, you gotta watch. Like, this person has a kid already. Like, I've had a kid. I know what it's like to have a baby mom. And there's thick deep emotions when it comes to having a kid with somebody. I don't give a fuck if you say you hate them. Like, yo, I hate that motherfucker and this and that. Bro, I'm telling you, once you see that man, if you have a beer with him when you're picking up the kids, or you having a laugh with him and you hug and then he grabs you and then you start kissing, bro, that's just how it is, bro. You can't even blame it. Like, yeah, there's some couples out there that have kids and it's like 10 years down the line. That's different. But you still got to watch young people. You know what I mean? You got to make it clear to them. That's why I told her, make it clear. Like, yo, what do you see us doing? Like, you have a 9-year-old child. Is that over with? Or is it, you know, I don't want to say, it's complicated, like your relationship status that you put on Facebook. And she got kind of mad. She was like, "Why you gotta be so negative? Uh, I'm finna end this conversation." And I was like, "Wow, bro, what?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to peep game. I'm trying to kick game to you. Like, yo, I care about you, bro. I'm trying to look out for you. You know what I'm saying?" And she took it the totally wrong way. But this was through texting. So it's not like she can hear my voice. And that's why I think texting is a big misunderstanding right there. I'd rather talk to, if you're my good friend, especially if it's opposite sex, I'd rather talk to you on the phone, especially FaceTime. So you could see and you could feel emotions. You could see if you're joking. You could see if they really mean it or not. I'd definitely rather not text. But anyway, I get lost. I get carried away on this, but not on the conversation. So yeah, she got upset. And I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of upset that she got upset because I'm being misunderstood. I'm like, yo, whoa, hold up. I hope you don't think like I'm jealous. I hope you don't think like none of this because I'm not a jealous person. Yeah, I want what's mine is mine, but that's not where we're at. And I was just trying to help you out. I was really just trying to make you look out. You're a little younger than me, and I feel like you ain't really been out there like I've been out there. Maybe you have, but I know where I've been. And I'm just trying to help you like you was my little bro or you was my little sister. Like I see you're happy, I see what you like. 'Cause it's happened to me before. I ain't gonna lie. How many of you guys you meet somebody nowadays and after a couple weeks, you're texting or you're talking, and then you finally see him, and then all of a sudden, your heart starts racing when you see him or you think about him, and you like him, and you want to invest time, and then all of a sudden, that person don't give two shits, and you find out they got a whole family behind your back, they got a whole woman, they got a whole man, and there you are, stuck. So you can't blame somebody for nowadays trying to just not rush it. Like, of course, you gotta be friends first, but find out. Like, that's one of the first questions I always ask somebody. Like, are you married? Um, do you have kids? You know what I'm saying? And that's where, because even then, like, when you're making plans, even just to do something, like, you can't just say, yo, you trying to go out to the casino Friday night? Yo, bro, I got a kid, bro. Like, I can't be at the casino till 12 at night. That's just not gonna happen. 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you could come over. You could pass out in one of my spare bedrooms, but we can't go to the casino. I can't go to the club. Like, it's not gonna happen. Just shit like that. So yeah, I mean, this is something that I feel real heavy about. Like this dating thing nowadays, bro, is so confusing. And I don't know how confusing it could be because, bro, it's a straight shot. It's black and white. See, and then she got mad. She started talking shit like, oh, she's like, the girls you like, they're not even pretty anyway. They ain't even cute. I'm like, what? That's your opinion. Why are you talking about that? Now you taking low blows. Like, what's up with that, bro? Like, I didn't talk about, excuse me. I didn't talk about the bitch was ugly that you talking to. I didn't say anything about the person, what she looks like. Bro, I don't believe in getting on people like that. I don't care if you think that person is a two. I'm not gonna talk about how ugly they look or none of that because I'm not that type of person. Uh, but she took it way left field, and I was like, damn, like had me wanting to hang up the phone and not even ever call back. And I know this person for like years, years, years. I'm talking like I was 7. I'm past 30 now. So like I don't know. I had to put myself in check, and then I don't know what she was thinking or what she thinks now, but it was just I'm just trying to look out. But that goes into the whole thing with dating nowadays, bro. You have to be careful, yo. And then you got people that just want your money. They see you on Facebook, right? Especially me. They think I'm rich, bro. I wear 2 gold chains, bro. I look rich now, bro. Like so now you think I'm not saying this happened to me, but even people like try to put me on game. Like, bro, like be careful, bro. Like, and I'm already on that, bro. I got family in Florida that used to roam Miami and South Beach and laying down with a girl at night in the hotel room and staying up all night and making sure nobody comes in. Have the little blick or two under the pillow. Yeah, I already know about that. But you gotta watch nowadays, bro. The shit is just wild. Like it's all over the place. And then I talk to other women and they're like, listen, look, I'm cool. I don't really want to date or this and that. And I say, yo, I always refer back to the one Drake song. And who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? He said, no. My mother's favorite line is, who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? Y'all don't even know what you want from love anymore. I search for something and disappear when I'm bored. Something like that. I know I missed a couple words. But I refer to it because I think about it. Now I see my parents, bro. My parents been together since my mom was like 13, bro. Okay? Excuse me. 13. So I see this, bro, and I see how beautiful it is to have somebody with you while you're getting old, bro. Imagine, bro. Okay? You're 50, 55, 60, going on 60. Everything starts going south. Your private parts, your face, everything starts going down, bro. And you were once a good looking person. Now all of a sudden you realize this and you don't want to be single no more. Now you like, nah, I'm cool. I need to find somebody. Your family members been telling you, yo, you still ain't got a man. You still ain't got a girl at every holiday um, get together, right? So you know, I'm trying to put this in perspective to people, and I tell these girls, and I hope they don't think I'm trying to persuade them to date me. Bro, yeah, you might be beautiful. Maybe I would date you. But at this time while I'm talking to you, bro, I'm trying to give you game. Think about life. Not everybody thinks about things the same. You're thinking about right now. Yeah, it's good to think about right now. But, bro, you are going to be here tomorrow. There's a good chance you're going to be here tomorrow, especially if you got kids. So you're attached to your kids right now, right? It's probably better that you meet somebody because if you get too attached to those kids and you don't date, the kids turn 18, they're going to move out. Maybe younger. Maybe they go to college, 17. You got to drop them off. Now you're home alone, bro. And you start bugging out in your head. You're not used to being alone. You got nobody there. You're constantly calling your kids. Your kids are like, yo, mom, chill, bro. Like, you need to go get some friends. And then here you are, 20 something years, 17, whatever it is. You ain't been out. You don't talk to nobody. Then what, bro? Hmm? Put this into perspective, please. Yo, my 20th class reunion is coming up, right? I'm dying to go there and see how many people are married. How many people are married? How many people have kids? And how many people are divorced? Or, like me, I lost my lady, she passed away. So I had to start over. I had 6 years to start over. And I've been on a couple of dates, but it just didn't work. I didn't get on a full-fledged relationship with anybody since then. It took me a while. And I'm not gonna lie, I still think about my daughter's mother a lot, especially after I go on a date with somebody and think about, damn, will I be able to be as comfortable, you know? But it's just It's wild, bro. Hold on, let me put this. I'm trying to share this to this person I just met. Me, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I try to start a relationship, not a relationship, but a friendship with every day, bro. I don't care if I meet you on my route. I'm not a skis ball because once I meet the person, I'm not gonna, continue to try to talk to people, well, women anyway. I'm straight. I don't like the same sex. Sorry. Um, but I make friends, and I'm not saying I'm gonna date you right away either. Like I was saying earlier, of course it starts to being a friend, bro. You gotta find out about the person. You gotta find out if you mesh. Duh. What was her name? It's just, I don't know, yo. Shit is crazy. But yeah, like, of course you gotta be friends first, you know. But like I said, bro, I'm a real talkative person, bro. I'm half Sicilian, half Puerto Rican with a little bit of African in my mom's side of the family because my little brother had sickle cell. We all got the trait. So I've been saying that lately. I used to just say Sicilian and Puerto Rican, but that's not a fact. That's not a fact. Especially if you look at a picture of my great grandmother. Sorry for any of my family who thinks, you know, whatever, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, bro, the whole dating shit, y'all have to keep an open mind, bro. And then, oh my God, bro. Okay, so am I wrong? Look it, check this out, right? I'm asking for a friend. A friend. Uh, so if you have an ex-girlfriend that you was with, right? Or ex-boyfriend, because this could be a guy or a girl. Uh, so check it out, right? If I was in a relationship with you, or even if we had a friendship, bro, is it normal to think about the person and be like, yo, especially if I moved out of my mom's for the first time with you, you got my name on your body, uh, we went, we traveled states together, uh, I got on a plane with you, like, I don't know. Maybe now it's normal to get on planes with your friends and just go here, but this was like 2010, maybe even 2009. But I don't know, like I feel like we're friends, like we should have some type of, yo, how you doing? I'm not saying we should hang out. Maybe I'll joke around and be like, yo, let's get together. Yo, I just told somebody, I was like, yo, you taking me trick or treating? Bro, look, I guess people don't value people the same. Maybe that's my mistake. You know what I mean? It don't mean just because I'm trying to say what's up, how you doing. Maybe I am, but I'm just saying anybody. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just want to see what's up. How hard is it? I know you wonder too, bro. Even if it's your old homeboy. Like, yo, you ain't seen him in a couple years. Yo, how you doing, bro? Yo, how's your mom? Yo, how's your brother? Yo, how's your sister? How's the kids? Isn't it normal, bro? Isn't it normal? I mean, I don't know, bro. It's that's what I'm saying too. Like when you find out, like this is how you know, like I'm not trying to really jump your bones right away because if I find out you don't value people the same and you just got a huge ego, you know what I'm saying, and you just think you're God's gift, bro, I don't give a fuck if you're Kim Kardashian, bro. I'm sorry. We can be friends, bro, and that's it. That's where it stops. And if you think I'm joking, you better ask about me because I'm very stable. I'm very, when it comes to people around me, and especially somebody I'm sharing my bed with, my kids' space with. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just people are just all in all with dating, past relationships, and friends, and all that stuff. People are just different. So, you know, somebody just asked me. So, I don't know. Never mind. They're talking about doing content and stuff too. Um, so you like to do content? Yeah, I like to do content, but I'm not on here doing something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought about it, not even lying. But I don't think I'm God's gift. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I got a kid. You know what I mean? God forbid, later on in life. I think about girls who, yo, I'm for it. Do what you got to do. But if I were you, bro, I would keep it so discreet that it's you, that it's unreal. Unless you really don't care if your kids find out. But what if your daughter was like, after you get a little wiser and your daughter grows up and she starts doing it and you got a good job somewhere and then they find out that your daughter is doing porn and all this other shit, then you're gonna totally, totally, totally switch back. So I'm for it, right? But if I was you, I wouldn't put your name in it. Like even if I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought about, that's a big industry. You can make some serious money doing it. And it just crossed my mind, like, if I was a girl, cause I know maybe guys do so. I think the older women like young guys like myself. But I would. I mean, I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, I would just definitely, you wouldn't know it's me. I'd have to cover up my tattoos, cover up my face. Like, it would have to be where you would have a hard time knowing it was me, unless you were in a relationship with me, and we had something sexual going on, or something really, you know, close. That's probably the only way I would do it. But don't get it wrong. I am not against it. Like, bro, you can make some serious. I told a friend of mine, she's a girl. I said, yo, bro, you got nice feet, right? She's like, yeah, why you like feet? I was like, yeah, a girl has to have pretty feet, pretty hands, bro. That's the first two things I look at, bro. If you don't have pretty, they don't have to be manicure or pedicure, but they have to look like nice toes. I like to touch my girl's feet. Once in a while, I might. Nah, let me stop. But you have to have, you know, take care of yourself. But anyway, I told her, I was like, yo, you know, you could just show foot pics, bro, and you could make some serious bread, bro. Like, why not? That's who cares? You could tell your kid, yo, mommy showed her feet, and guess what? I put your ass through college off my feet. And then that shows a boundary to your kids, like, well, okay, so it's cool if I show my feet, but the body is way out of pocket, you know. But yeah, for sure, like, I'm for it. It's so funny. Wow. But yeah, uh I'm for it, lady. So don't ever think like, I mean, I told this one girl one thing sometime. I told her one thing one time and she totally took it totally left, bro. But this girl, right? She had a daughter. She blocked me to this day. She was actually friends with Mia. Um, this is after Mia died. I guess I was feeling like real, like, okay, I gotta be the bestest parent, and I hope all these kids that Maya hangs out with, their parents are like on it and this and that. So the girl was posting like she was real, like I think she had a huge ego, but she was posting some shit, and I was like, yo, bro. I'm just asking the question, like, do you care if your daughter sees you? Like, we got kids, like, do you care if your daughter sees you doing that? Bro, she totally lost it. She lost it. She was like, "Who the fuck are you?" Da 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 da. I was like, "Whoa, bro." I was simply just asking, do you care if your daughter would see it, bro? That's all I'm saying, bro. So what does that tell me? What does that tell me? She is not for it in her own mind, but there's also, it's like a Jekyll Hyde. She wanted to do it, but inside she knew it was wrong. And I hit the nerve. Whenever you tell somebody the truth like that and you put them in their spot without even trying, but in their mind, they know or they know that what the truth is, and then somebody else is asking them or telling them. Bro, it struck the nerve. So it told me everything I needed to know. Bro, this girl did not want to do this. She I don't know why she was doing it, but she didn't want to do it. And when I mentioned it, bro, she went off the rails with it. And to this day, I have not spoken to her. And that was about 3 years ago, bro. I got a good memory. Yo, if I see a face or if I have a conversation with somebody, I might forgot where I saw your face. But trust and believe, and I do this all the time, even at work. If I walk in Walmart and I see somebody, yo, where do I know you from? I know you from somewhere. And I'm not just trying to shoot the shit. I'm not trying to flirt with. I'm being serious, bro. Where do I know you from? You know? It's just I never forget. You know what I mean? Like I know, but that's another thing. Uh, oh God, it's funny though, bro. Everything is just wild nowadays, and like when you were younger, and your parents, whatever, tell you like, man, you guys are this, you guys are out of whack, or this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm getting a little older and I'm feeling that. You know what I mean? I listen to my daughter. If you know me, me and my daughter have a relationship like this. Bro, my daughter's 10 going on 15. Talking on the phone. Want to go to her homegirl's house across the street. She not playing with toys and stuff like that. This generation is, your 10-year-old is now your 13-year-old when I was 13. Excuse me. So things are, it's a hard pill to swallow, and it's hard to get used to, but me and my daughter are like that. So I listen to what the kids talk about and how the kids act. I used to take her friend. I haven't took any of her friends. I lie, I picked one up 2 weekends ago, but we used to go to Dorney Park. I would take the kid. I'd be the one taking all the friends. My dad or my daughter's like, yo, my dad's the coolest, right? Da 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 da. I'm that type of person. And I like to, I want to be not hip. I want to be open-minded. I want to be that older dude that damn like he understands us too, or he's trying to understand us too. And this way, when the kids get a little older and they're teenagers, I know I have friends who have parents like this. Yo, the kids always ended up at that kid's house because of his parents. You know what I mean? So the parents never had to worry about knowing where their kids were, what they were doing, because it was the cool parents and they all wanted to be there. My parents were sort of like that too. But so I try to be there, and I'm a parent at the same time. Don't get it fucked up. My daughter will tell you. Sometimes she'll tell me, "Damn, dad, you're being a real jerk right now." Like when I gotta be dad. Like when I come home from work. Yo, did you do your homework? Yo, you didn't help me do the laundry like you said you were gonna start learning how to fold clothes. I put her in check about all the stuff that needs to be done and not procrastinating. And it's okay to have fun, but only after you do what needs to be done. That's it, period. Because I procrastinated and I probably could have been in college. I probably could have went to Harvard. I probably could have even played basketball at 5'8", 5'9". I could have been like Allen Iverson. But I was a procrastinator. And then I only cared about going out, having fun. I didn't care about doing the schoolwork. I didn't care about doing nothing, and I'm a fool for it now. I can admit it. So all that shit that I knew what was right, and I know now what I wish I would have known then. I'm trying to install my child so she has the tools to not fail. And so this way when she gets older, she can't say, "Well, Dad, you didn't teach me that," or "Why you didn't tell me this?" You know. So that's just the way I handle it. Like I'm talking to the kids like I'm talking to one of my friends. But at the same time, I could flip that switch and turn dad that quick. Bars. You heard that? I could flip that switch and turn dad that quick. I used to do music too. I was nasty. Yo, phase one. What's your name now? Petty Hardaway? Bro, you know I was nasty. That's another thing. I wish I would have stayed and stuff. I tell my kid, yo, pick something. I've been telling her this since she got to fifth grade. Because that's when I started thinking about life later on. I say, Maya, yeah, it's good to be a kid, but start thinking about really what you like to do. You know, it's okay because you're young. You could take that passion and build on it. So think about what you like to do for real, because that's when you could be building the blocks to your foundation right now. I hate to refer to dogs, but I tell her this and I say that too all the time. I hate to refer to dogs. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, bro. You can't. It's like trying to tell your mom or dad, yo, don't eat cereal. Don't eat this cereal no more because the shit is horrible. There's fucking dyes, all types of shit in there that could give you cancer. Because I've tried this. This is a life experience. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, come on. We've been eating this for years. Da, 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 da. Yo, you ain't. I gave up. I gave up with the health thing, trying to teach. Plus, me and my mom's Sicilian. If you know my mom, everything's good for you. Even if it's bacon with extra grease, whatever. Now we have a lot more information on food and diet and all that. That's another thing, bro. That's another thing. So, I mean, shit is cool nowadays and then I reflect on this. Like, I'm a FedEx driver, right? So I get a lot of time to myself. Well, not a lot, but when I'm in the truck, I can't lie. If I get bored, my radio don't work right now, so I'll be talking out loud. So if you see me talking driving my truck, fuck it. I'm not insane. I'm not bipolar. I don't have split personality. None of that. Bro, I'm just saying shit out in the air like, yo, ain't this some funny shit? How da 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 da. It's normal. Instead of keeping it inside, I say it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to hear it. Especially when it comes to now, I want to do this content shit. So it's like, all right, I gotta remember this. I gotta, cause this is something good, especially for parents or people who are trying to learn diet, certain shit that I'm learning. Yo, this is good, bro. Don't forget about it. I'll tell myself, remind myself. But yeah, sometimes I talk about things, and trying to make sure that the things that I knew or that I learned, the things that I learned that my child has all the knowledge to. And I know, bro, these young kids, even on my route, when I'm in Bethlehem, I stop at the apartments. I'm trying to tell these young kids when I see them playing football, yo, don't give that up, bro. I wish I would have not gave it up. I wish I would have played a little longer. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. You could tell, bro. 2 minutes later, that shit is out their ear. They'll never even remember it until one day, if they play high school and they break their leg and they realize they can't play sports no more, they might remember, oh shit, now I know why the delivery guy told me, bro, yo, stick with it, train every day, get stronger so your body can last. You'll want to do this and you could make it somewhere. You feel me? Let's see if I got a fan. And that's another thing, bro. Like when I meet somebody, right away I'm gonna say, yo, you could text me, bro. Cause sometimes I don't get notifications for Facebook messaging because sometimes it's get a bullshit message. I don't want to fucking open my Facebook for no reason. But some people get like, why you giving me a number? I don't know. It's nothing. It's a number. What the fuck is the difference if it's my number or your profile, bro? Like, it's just quicker way to conversate. I'm not trying to stalk you, bro. And I don't give a fuck if you stop talking to me. Oh well, I'm not insecure, bro. I'm not trying to be cocky. I get taken for being wise and cocky, right? Bro, I'm not. I'm just being honest. This is just me. In fact, I'm very empathetic. I have a lot of empathy. I care a lot, bro. I'm very, peaceful. I don't want drama. I don't think I'm anything, bro. Far from it, bro. I'm not the one big Willie. Nah, never. That's not me, bro. I'd rather be in the background, to be honest. Uh, but I give my number like here, bro. Just text me, bro. You don't have to. Now I gotta explain. I don't turn on my notifications because I'll get all types of bullshit. Now I'm like explaining myself, bro. But I don't know. It's just so I don't know. It's just I'd rather you just text me. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to get in your pants. It don't mean I'm trying to look up your number. It don't mean I'm trying, bro. I'm not none of that, bro. It's just way easier. But then again, I probably won't even save the number. Then I'll be like, yo, who is this? All the time. Oh shit. Yeah, so I've been on here what now? 47 minutes I've been on here. So we talked about a couple things. And I'm gonna close it down. I'm gonna close every live down with this. New new merchandise. I got some new merchandise. Number one, the new hoodie. This is I didn't, what did I name it? I forget what I named it, but it's on my Shopify. It's on my TikTok shop. The TikTok shop ain't popping. Things slow down, but that's why I came with a new clothing company, new no, new blanks, new materials, but new designs. It's the new shit right here. Oh wait, can you see it? It's kind of hard to see back here. I got my mic. This is my PC. See, got the all design. See, that's my favorite little set of numerals and symbols. I use them in text messaging. The bossed up Commonwealth clothing. And on the back, this is the good vibes only. The flag. This has the little rip ups everywhere, just like the Monashika. Got the little cuts. It's worn. It looks washed. This is a little bit different though. This is a little wider. Got the cuts. See what I mean? All along the bottom, like frayed. Almost looks like a jean. It almost looks like a jean thing. Got my tag, the Commonwealth. See? Heavy duty, bro. This is definitely worth shit. I'd pay 70 for this sweatshirt. Ain't even lying. Myself. And if you think I'm bugging, you're bugging. I think I got it listed for 60. Like I said, a small percentage goes to a family in need. Uh, and I got some new hats too. I found a really, really, really good reseller with hats. And I got a lot of brand new hats with the tags. I'm wearing one right now. This is the John Stan, the Angels, the big soda on angel patch. You know what I'm saying? If you see the back, John Stan. Let me just grab a couple of my hats real quick. I got them right here on the bed. Give me a second. All right. I'm back. No, wait, that's the wrong way. All right, so look, I got white socks, the John Stan. These are fitted hats. I'm back into the fitted hats now because they fit like A-frames. The brims are different now. These are heavy, heavy duty hats straight from New Era. Look at that. A fat little MLB. Why does it look all weird? I can't get the. I'm not used to the camera angle thing. Look at the insides. Straight up. New Era. Even got the New Era button. You can see the little tags. Supposed to flip that upside down. Bacate. All brand new, bro. I got this in LA. LA. The blue John. I got these on eBay for 35, which they are way more expensive than that, but I bought them in bulk. Well, not too much bulk, but I was able to get a good number of them. And they weren't that cheap. But it's enough where I could sell and make a couple dollars just to get popularity in my store. Look, my eBay's popping. If you got my Facebook, go on Facebook. All brand new, all the buttons too. I bought one New Era hat too from Lids that have the New Era button in, and it was the most expensive New Era hats I bought. All these hats have the New Era button inside. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta get another camera. I'm gonna get another camera, a better HD camera. But yeah, Seattle Mariners MLB on-field authentic hat. I spent $45 on it about 10 years ago. That had the New Era button and another hat. I forget which one it was, but I have them in my hats. If you know me, I got a hat for every day. I got a hat for every day of the year. Ever since I was 7 years old, I was wearing a hat. So that's why I'm always wearing a hat. I love hats, bro. Wow, all my hats is crisp. Look at that. Maya got this one too. This one's mine. I only got two of these. They only had two of these. These are mine. The shot 10. Look at the LA. Dodgers in the cup right now. Or the cup. The pennant. World Series. See the Dodgers. Bacate. The thick little. These are amazing. I thought it was too good to be true when I talked to the Connect and they were not bullshit. I said, "You selling me some bullshit, some fakes, bro? I know what a real New Era hat is about, bro. This is real New Era hats. Like I said, these are actually mine, but I got doubles. You know if I'm rocking them. Look at the stickers. You know the fake ones, what they look like. The shiny. Look, these are the shiny, not dull. These are actually, yo. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed that I was able to find these people because now I'm into the clothing business. So I'm finding as many people as I can find. Look at the patch, the Phillies. Bacate. No bullshit. All authentic. But yeah, I got a bunch of hats, bro. Look at this shit. Wow. Wow. This one is going with the hoodie. This is gonna go with the hoodie. Different colors. Tell me now. Wait, look, I can't. The camera's opposite, so I'm over here trying to finesse the camera with the outfits. See? Boom. I don't know what sneakers I'm gonna wear yet. Uh, so yeah, that's what it's about. I got the eBay cracking. I got the Shopify popping. I'm on TikTok shop. I gotta start giving more attention to TikTok. I was going hard on it. I made one sale on the TikTok, two sales. Um, but I stopped trying to get followers. I didn't make any videos. I got all these t-shirts too that I got, new t-shirts. But yo, I'm telling you, like I said, Commonwealth Clothing, creating love over the hate slash avenue. Always visualize everything. I was raised on the avenue. All the urban kids, even kids from the suburbs, from the small towns. I was in the small town too, but everything was on the avenue. That's where we grew. That's where we learned. That's where we kissed our first girls. That's where we smoked our first bowl. That's where we smoked our first blunt. That's where we learned the game. And that's where America thrives. It's where it starts from. The avenues of America. It's not just an urban thing, it's an everything. Us, the people, because it's us. We is them. Get it? The rich, the 1%. But even though the rich can rock this too, but I mean billionaires. I don't mean like Drake. They're not billionaires. Um, all of us. So check out Commonwealth Cloth. Um, you can't beat it. I'm telling you, take my word. The shit is quality. I'm wearing it. My daughter is only wearing my clothes for school. I went shopping. I bought her some t-shirts from, at the store, Target. Now she's wearing our stuff. I didn't even play anything for y'all here. Let me see if I could turn on my Shopify. Oh yeah, I can. I can get the Shopify. Let's see. Show you the store right here. Look at Skip Bayless. Jim Snap Yayo body bag. Jim Snap Yayo body bag. Um, So, and I don't make these clothes. Like people are under they're under what I want to say. They're under the impression that I'm making these. Yes, I do have a Cricut machine. That's how I started. Got the little, still can make stuff. Got the vinyl here. I can still make clothes here. I got the press. I got a hat machine. I got, not to make hats, but to clean hats. I got steamers. Got the whole set up. We've been made a little couple videos of this. We these so can make those, but I don't. I have a drop shipping company. Um, I design the materials, the undershirt, or next make is pants. Um, yeah, I find through. My thing is the feel up under, like heavy duty. Is it polyester? It's sweatshirt? Is it thermal? How first? Is it just a blank shirt that everybody gets blank? Is it I'm fine with that. I have ideas. Sometimes I'll see a picture, I'll grab the picture, design it, put my own words around it, and that's I do everything online. I make the clothes here cheap, so it's not gonna be cheap. You know, these prices, bang, rough, and, but when I'm telling you the T-shirt is worth 32, I'd pay for my kidding. I would, you know, my daughter friends they want the shirts. They little kids crazy up from Tmall. I'm actually having a special guest on here. His name is Jay. I'm gonna call him Jay Baby. He calls his daughter. He has the filter of a baby, a baby's face, but a cartoon baby. This kid is hilarious, bro. Forever. I internet. You know what I'm saying, why is it taking forever? Shouldn't be eating my daughter's friends. They do not do. Um, it's hilarious. These little kids, bro. How come I haven't every time I come on here? It's only my third, fourth time going back. I have trouble multitasking. And again, it is the end of the day. Kind of you for like this. What is going on here? I bet you everybody signed on to the internet. um, but yeah, so I'm gonna show you right now. As long as it's however long it takes for the slow shit to load. So we're gonna see right now. So I can show you. Here we go. Okay. Now, let's go. Total sales in the past couple, what is it? I think it's a past, oh, from September to October. Made no sale, but my sessions are up 30%. Okay. Products. No, wait, let's go online store. Let's go online store. Um, so here we go. So here we go with the hoodie I just showed you. See that? Boom. Now it's real life. See? From there to here. Boom. See? Tells you all about it. Vintage wash frayed hem hoodie, Commonwealth cloth boss. Boom. This is it. You see? Real life. Comes beautifully. I wish I would have opened the package in front of you. Comes beautifully in a nice bag wrapped up inside another bag. Boom. There we go. See? Oh, I have it listed at 60 bucks. So, just wanted to show you. It's for real. I don't make these things here. No way I'd be able to make this here. This is actually really nice, bro. These are really nice. I did the wash test on both the hoodies and the t-shirts. Strong. So, bang. Look at that. See it all. And then I have this hoodie. I got all these shirts. I just purchased all these. Now these here I have in one pink, blue, gray, purple. I have them in 4 different colors. These here. Let's see if my Shopify shows it. You know what's another thing? No offense to nobody, but I noticed mine and then you see them in person, they look totally different. One thing that I must say about myself, I really think I look better in person. Honest to God. Because I look at myself on pictures and I'm like, that's not even me, bro. That does not even look like me. Then I look in the mirror and I'm like, bro,